Oh, yeah. First live. Let's see how this goes. That was weird. Yo. Oh, shit, you threw a hat on. You really fucked with me there, huh? I was like, what happened here? All right, let me see if I do the comments. Yo, we are live, like literally live. So,
literally Monday Night Raw.
Let's not get canceled.
Dude, you know when back in like the early 2000s or late 90s when WCW Nitro was on the same night as Monday Night Raw?
Mm-hmm.
Nitro was filmed and
Raw was live.
maybe Raw wasn't filmed. One of them wasn't filmed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was actually WWE wasn't filmed. WWF back then. And Eric Bischoff, the commissioner of WCW, would go on Nitro and announce what happened on Raw. Like before it aired.
Smart move.
Yeah, man.
Who used to own WCW? Do you know?
It was Ted Turner.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
TT.
Yeah. TT, yeah.
The
that did well for a while. There's some pretty good documentaries on like the rise and fall of
WCW.
Yeah.
Dude, there were some badass wrestlers. I mean, obviously everyone knows Sting and Ric Flair were like the staples, right? Those were like the
but the whole, NWO and then Goldberg and
oh yeah, fuck, I forgot Goldberg was
Goldberg. Yep.
was WCW.
Yeah, most of his stuff there. That's like right after he finished up his NFL a couple years or whatever, and then
what did he play in the NFL? Linebacker?
No, he was probably D line. He's a big dude. He's like 260, man.
Shoot, he's yoked.
I bet you he was D line, and he was I think he was on the Bears, maybe.
Oh, really?
Maybe. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Bill Goldberg. Bill, right? It's Big Bill.
Big Bill.
big fucking Bill. Wikipedia, they probably aren't lying about anything. Triple Crown, WCW, early life. His father was a graduate of Harvard and Johns Hopkins. God damn.
You don't know what Johnny Hopkins.
Yeah, Johnny H. Sacramento. He played in 1992 and Atlanta Falcons from 92 to 94. And then he was cut in 95 and then selected by the new expansion team, Carolina Panthers, in the expansion draft. And then entered WCW in 1996.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Undefeated streak.
Yeah.
Dude, that was such a crazy time, man.
Bro, undefeated. Did you see fucking John Jones last night? I know you didn't.
I didn't, which is funny, but I watched the highlights this morning. It was submission, right?
It was only 2.5 minutes.
How did he sub him?
So, the whole week, or I don't know, the whole fight lead up, he's just like, I'm going to walk through this guy. And he hasn't fought in 3 years. And Cyril Gane is a big fucking dude. And
how do you say that fucking guy's name?
Cyril Gane.
Damn, I mess up that dude's name all the time, bro.
Frenchman,
Oui.
Dude, it was like the whole time I'm like, man, this isn't going to happen. Something's going to happen. Jones is going to get arrested or some bullshit, right? And even up to the very minute where they got in the cage, Jones had like tape on his toes or something.
Right.
And they were like, no, you can't get in. And there was like this delay. And then they finally cut it. It's like, what the fuck? 7 seconds into the fight, Jones gets kicked right in the nuts.
Oh, no way.
Clearly nut shot. So they stop for a second. And Jones like, no, I'm good. And Jones looked fucking huge, man. Like, he had a little bit of fluff on him, but
yeah.
But he looked huge. He was like almost 250 pounds.
Yeah, I saw, and it's funny because like he obviously had to gain some weight to be heavyweight. Yeah. And then I saw here's the takedown of whoever one's.
Bro, so Jones, he ducks it, takes him down, and he
looks considerably larger than he used to be.
Yeah, like just like puts his weight on, drags him to the ground, and then it just literally looked like an older brother beating up a younger brother. Like Cyril Gane tried to get up right there.
Game over right there.
Just thinks in this fucking choke, and it's over.
Wow.
Like in 2.5 minutes, John's like, he didn't even absorb a shot aside from the nut shot. But look at this. He just hugs him.
Oh, sorry.
It's like basic wrestling right there. And then just literally drags him to the ground, and then it was over, man. It was
Here,
like pretty impressive.
I'll
Incredibly impressive.
throw it up again. Very, very
Yeah.
Mike Tyson. Dude, I mean,
What?
he is considered one of the greatest, right?
He's the greatest,
If
man.
not the greatest. I know Rogan's always like,
No,
yeah, he's the best.
He's the best. He's the best. If you look at his opponents, this is his 15th title fight in a row, and he's won them all. And he's probably beaten, bro. He beat Shogun for the belt, right? And then right after that, and Shogun obviously was a champ, right? He beat Rashad Evans, Quentin Jackson, Lyoto Machida. Who else? I think he's beaten I don't know if Dan Henderson was a champ. He's beaten Cormier twice. Like, he basically, after he got the belt, he beat up all the best guys in the division that were all the champs before that.
Insane.
Just fucking starched them, man. And then, he had a couple different, like, pauses in his career for shenanigans, and then would just come back and beat somebody else's ass. And then the last 2 fights he had in
the shenanigan shit though was cocaine, right? Like, he was addicted to, he had some cocaine problems, or they were saying he was using the TRT and getting turked up.
Both, right? But
turked.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But obviously, cheating is cheating. But like,
couldn't you say that a bunch of people were probably doing it as well, and they just didn't get caught?
So pre-USADA era UFC. So USADA's the current drug testing they had.
Right.
Pre-USADA era, and even Chael Sonnen will admit to it. Chael Sonnen fought him. He's just like, I was juiced to the gills when I fought. Everyone. He's like, because they wouldn't test. They'd only test for like a very small amount of whatever. And then and even the banned substance list wasn't as big. And he's like, and John Jones just beat me up like I was a child, And but after that, he still beat everybody up. His last few fights before this were kind of like more evenly matched, and it was like he wasn't trying to win. He just was like keeping the belt kind of thing, Right. But then he's just like, yeah, I'm bored with 205s. I'm done. Here's my belt. I'm moving up to heavyweight. And
no shit.
3 years ago, and now he actually moved up and just beats the shit out of the number 1 contender.
Yeah, there's one thing to be said. Like, yeah, we've talked about it before, but you could do all the fucking steroids in the world. There are some things that there's no drugs on the planet Earth that are going to make you fucking be the guy or the girl that's the one. The tier fucking 1, top level.
No way.
Undefeated. You don't necessarily need to be undefeated, but the one that walks in, you're like, fuck, well, I don't even know why the fuck I'm here.
I think where, like, in a sport like that, where it really, the advantage is recovery and longevity.
Yeah.
It's like, if you can train twice as much as the next guy, that's gonna extend your career.
And all those skills, man. That I don't know shit about MMA or UFC or barely anything about jiu-jitsu other than what my daughter's done. And just watching even I used to watch the adult class after my daughter was done.
Yeah.
And just watching them roll around for a little bit, I'm like, damn, dude, I'd need like a bar stool or something to beat the shit out of one of these guys. I don't want to get wrapped up here right quick. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like you kind of look at that and then you go, well, damn, these guys must just completely fuck you up. Like that Gordon Ryan dude or, John Jones. And I always thought it'd be cool if you could fight not fight, but hey,
yeah,
fuck me up for a second. I want to see what happens here. If we go toe to toe.
I mean, think about when you go to the gym with somebody that's never lifted weights before. Yeah. And even something as easy as like a bench press. They unrack it, just the bar, and it's like they can't even keep the bar straight.
Right.
And you're like,
it starts to like do that diagonal move,
yeah,
and then like the downward.
Wobble, right. They just have like no proprioception whatsoever.
Right.
It's like so new and awkward to them. Like that's what it would be like for them fighting the average person.
Oh, 100%. 100%. It's funny because I know how much you've been doing the open and everything. Yeah. And I haven't really tested myself in the sense where someone is like, hey, That's one. That's two. That's three. And even
Yeah,
if
'cause
you,
you're
even
a garage guy,
yeah, and
Yeah.
but once you get into the mode of those like situations, things become way more difficult. No matter how much you can like cancel out of your mind.
But you
So
never went to like a CrossFit gym or anything, though.
no, definitely not. But you might. I mean, I even look at. I equate it just to like even like John Jones fighting. He goes in there and 100% there's some nerves. There's no way he's just fucking unless he's got no heart or brain. And to perform at like the fucking top tier,
Yeah,
is got to be crazy.
crazy.
And
Such
speaking
a
of
psychology in that, man.
the what?
There's such a psychology in that.
Oh, big time. Like I had to go they're coming on the show, the owners of the gym, which I'm going to have you on for that episode too.
What gym?
The gym here in Katy where I live, it's called KTX Fit. They're not affiliated, but I think they were.
You're in Katy, Texas?
Yeah, KT, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say my address on the live.
Yeah.
Everybody come on by. Show it a cowboy.
Hop in your cold pool.
Yeah, my cold pool. Almost. We're getting closer to that plunge, man. I got to keep subliminally telling it to my wife. So I'm kind of like I tried everything in my power to do it in my garage. Not that because I just didn't want to go to a gym. I didn't want to be the guy that's like.
I did the open like twice by filming it, and it fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It fucking sucks, man.
Well, so I go and I'm like looking in my garage. I'm like, well, fuck. There's no way I can do these the row fucking wall ball workout. I couldn't do any of them here.
Yeah, and having to submit the video, it's like.
So I'm calling around to gyms. No one's picking up their phone, and I'm kind of getting frustrated. So I say, fuck it. I'm just gonna go to this one gym here, the KTX Fit, and see how it is. I used to drive by it all the time. I'm already kind of like, fuck, I don't want to go in and be that guy. Hey, can I do the CrossFit Open real quick? I'm not a member here.
That's not uncommon, though. That's not uncommon at all.
I thought it was, and then they were just like, yeah, you want to do it right now? And I go, I just ate, but I can come back. Can I come back Monday? And they're like, yeah, sure. Come back. Come the fuck in whenever you want. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And, performing it in front of people, even people, especially people you don't know, that, if it was like you and a couple of the boys, I'd be like, yeah, sweet, let's go,
Yeah.
Your nerves start to get like spiked up. And depending on the workout, however well you're good at those movements, you're definitely put into that kind of mindset, like, damn, I got a bunch of people looking at me and all right, time to just fucking go. And I hurt way more than I do when I do workouts in the gym here. Just because, you're kind of turned up, a couple more levels.
Oh yeah, big time.
And the girl that owns the gym with her husband, he's an ex-Marine. She's made it to, I think she said semifinals. She's fit. She finished 23.3. I think she's gone through. I mean, she's up there. She's definitely going to make it to whatever the next fucking quarterfinals is.
Yeah.
And so I went in there to do this 23.3 workout, which for the people that don't know that are listening, where the fuck is it? CrossFit Games. It's that wonderful workout, and me and you have done our fair share of wall walks, as the internet knows.
Yeah, but that's a really easy movement to short.
Dude, they had everything already set up with the tape, which I love what they did as far as CrossFit goes, as far as making it easy for people to fucking set it up instead of lines on the wall and your feet got to go over and all that bullshit. So, but I look at the workout and I go, oh, I mean, I'm definitely going to get into the first round at least of the 20 strict handstand push-ups. I get in there, I'm warming up. I rarely ever do snatches because they don't make my shoulders feel good at all, and I don't work on the mobility to dick around with it at all.
Yeah.
And I get warmed up, and she's like, you good? I'm like, yeah. She's like, what do you think you're gonna do? I'm like, at least I think I'll finish it within the first 6 minutes. She's like, oh, you're definitely going to get into the 20.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Bro, I literally, for those that are listening, it's before we get into it, it's 5 wall walks, 50 double unders, 15 snatches, 5 wall walks, 50 double unders, 12 snatches. The weight goes up. You got 6 minutes to do that. If you can do it, then you move on to you open the door to the next portion of.
Yeah. I mean, that's obviously designed to do around a minute, or like a movement a minute.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I do the first set of wall walks. I'm tick, 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 boom, tick, 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 boom, and I'm all good. Everything's good. Arms feel great. Fuck up the first whip of double under, and I'm like, okay, and I take a breath, and then I crank out the 50. And then I start. I'm not thinking, but the 95 is so light, I'm just muscle snatching it. Boom, boom.
Solid.
Yeah, really smart. And so I go do 3 wall walks, and I start feeling my arms kind of get a little juicy. And I do 4th one, and then I need to take a kind of like oh, okay. And then I do the 5th. I go to do the double unders. I finally make it through those, which I think I broke them up into 2 sets. I go to pick up the 135-pound bar, and I get it to my hip, and I let it go because I can't lift it over my head. I can't feel my fucking arms to save my life. I can't move my arms. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, I know I can snatch this. I knew I wouldn't be able to do the 225. But the 135, I'm like, okay.
You've snatched 225 before, though.
Yes, but it's been a long time since I've attempted even 225.
Yeah.
And it's never full. It's always, kind of power almost.
Yeah, it's a muscle snatch almost.
Yeah.
Really.
So I get like 9 and the time clicks down to 6 minutes, and I'm like, well, gonna have to do that one again. And the guy that was like helping me with the weights, he's like, dude, you literally were muscle snatching the first set of 15. And I kind of looked at you going, oh, that's gonna be a recipe for disaster, bro.
Yeah.
So but as far as but I was in the zone, I just was like, oh, I got this, and
how many reps at 135? 12?
12. And then 9 at 185, and then 6 at 225. And I was talking to the lady when I got done, and we were talking about fucking, Mal O'Brien just basically finishing the workout almost within the first window.
That's insane.
It's mental. Especially after you do it, because you don't always. I always say this to people. They're like, oh, CrossFit, blah, blah, blah. And then people can talk shit about the open, whatever they want to say, and complain about it. But, bro, unless you tested yourself to the workout, you can't really talk shit about it until you do it. And then you go, God damn, I just can't do this, no matter how fit I am.
All of those workouts are very specific to their design, man. And like any workout in the CrossFit Games, starting with the Open and going to regionals or whatever the heck they got nowadays, like a lot, like people, they'll be unassuming, but the movements are there for a reason. The weight is that way for a reason, and the reps are that way for a reason. And like a good CrossFit workout, especially the Open workouts, basically like any skill level is gonna get their ass kicked.
100%.
Like, as long as you are putting out for the workout, then it's gonna be nasty, and that includes fucking Decepticon Mal O'Brien that flies through it. Like I guarantee she was still hurting, at the end of it. She wasn't just like whatever.
I don't know. You gotta watch the. I guess I can put it up, but bro, she literally finishes the workout and sits down for a second, and then she stands up and she's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looks like me and you just got done warming up, and we're like, oh, all right, let's start our workout. And I'm kind of looking at the screen, go, did she like use a fake weight or something? Because she's straight cyborg, bro. It's pretty mental, and it's funny because talking to somebody that's like you're super fit, and the lady and her husband, they're both really fit people, and you hear people that are in, they're on if I'm on level 0 and you're on level 5 and Mal O'Brien's on level 10, to hear a level 5 person be like, yeah, that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
And you already are like, well, if you think it's insane,
Yeah.
then I should think it's fucking on another stratosphere,
There was that one workout, I think it was like 2 opens ago, or maybe it was a games and it had like some chest to bars in it. It was like
Ryan Young, thanks for the 100.
It was some kind of like chest to bar Fran thing or something. And Frazier put up some like
that was a doorway one too, right? You did a certain amount of work, you got to enter the next thing and keep bump.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Just like how efficient people can be at every move. It's like.
Do you think you could have been that good at that age? I think she's like 20 or 19 or something, or 20 maybe.
I mean,
like, do you think it's just, to me, I find it kind of crazy to be that young and not wanting. I mean, you don't need to party to enjoy your life, But I think,
you mean, yeah.
like, how the fuck are you so just locked on?
Look at female gymnastics, dude.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
They're all very young.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that, and this is purely just observation, but I feel like a lot of females peak earlier in sports, especially in like, gymnastics or like or fast twitch type of sports, right?
Yeah,
like track and field and stuff like that. And CrossFit is one of those type.
Right.
So I don't think it is that surprising that a very young female athlete would be that good.
True.
But to get back to your point about like the discipline, that's fucking impressive. To be somebody that age and not have your head up your ass.
Right.
That's saying something right there, right? Like this
I hope
girl.
This doesn't get taken down, but whatever.
Yeah, she's probably not. What is she, 20?
I think so. 19 or 20.
Yeah.
I mean, there's DBE still. I mean, and her scores, insane as well. I mean, it's just that
Why
this.
Why were they no repping her handstand push-ups?
I don't. There's some. I think something about her hands where they were placed on the thing. You're just a piece of your finger needs to be touching the.
Yeah.
The tape. I mean. Mal is basically doing touch and goes here,
Is it a full snatch or?
It can be whatever kind of snatch you want, but at this point, you're feeling it.
And she's on the last bar right now.
Yeah, I think 759 is the official score for her.
What's that weight? Like 155 or something?
I think so, bro.
Yeah, it looks like because it's a female bar there. Yeah, that looks 155.
155, yes, sir.
It's hard for me to do the quick math with the 35-pound bars.
And look.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, what
she
the
also
fuck,
just got,
man?
She just got off of snatching a medium weight.
True.
Right. So like.
See, DBE got no rep again. She's got some bad luck, man, with the no reps.
Yeah, I know her like manager. I'd be interested in what he says about the whole thing.
Daniel Brandon's.
Yeah.
She's fit as fuck too, man.
Agent, I don't know what to call. It's this guy Cooper. He works with Josh too.
Is he the guy that does the rad stuff?
Rad?
Yeah, it's like a rad. They do this like YouTube. They have a YouTube channel called like Rad. It's rad, dude.
I don't know. He was wearing some shirt or something last time I saw him. I asked him about it. I forgot what it was though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And speaking of fucking companies, that TYR company just said, "Wham! We're gonna just put all the money up into CrossFit right now."
Yeah, Josh was with him for like a year or so, and I got some of their sunglasses. They've been a swimming company forever, man.
I know. I mean, that's all I knew him for, and then I started seeing people wear. I saw. I think it was like Patrick Vellner or somebody had their shoes on, and I go, TYR. What the fuck are you wearing? Oh yeah, I think Josh is rocking them now too. I've seen it in a couple videos.
Well,
And I mean, bro, 80% of CrossFit's
Reebok's
wearing
gone,
them.
right? Reebok's gone. I think Nike, like, I don't feel like Nike is as big into it as they were. Maybe just because they're like, okay, they're, our competition isn't even doing it, and it's
This
not
year's
really.
shoes, I mean, this year's version of the Metcon suck. Last year's were good, but this year's blow. They're
Yeah,
gross.
the last one I got, I think, was the 6, and I did not like them at all, man.
Joker shoes, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, little piece of tapey. These were good. These were good shoes.
What are those?
These are last year's Metcons.
Oh,
They
okay.
had this silly lace lock thing here, which you could like put your laces in. That makes no fucking sense because the tongue is too short to actually put your laces in there. But other than that, they're a good shoe. I like those Vivo Barefoot too.
I need to get something because I got a couple pair of Nano like 11s or something, but they're like totally falling apart. The sole's falling off of them.
Yeah, I don't like those Nobles either. Those fucking shoes suck.
No,
Hyper narrow too. God damn, they are narrow.
yeah. I mean, most of the time when I'm powerlifting, I don't wear shoes. And
Yeah, I noticed that the other day. You didn't have shoes on when you were trying to lift. What? How heavy was that?
755. Bro, I was
Ooh.
close, man. I felt like shit. I slept like shit the night before, and then like all day long, I was just like, I ran in the morning. I had some fucking bullshit drama at work, and I was like, fuck it. I want a deadlift. I was originally just gonna do speed pulls, but I'm like, I'll work up. Yeah, and it actually, dude, if I really wanted to like.
Look at all those fucking plates on there.
Yeah, if I went full send right at the end of it, then I think I could have fucking put like if that was a competition, I think I could have pulled it, but it was just like I don't want to blow out a disc right now,
Right.
And honestly, like the pull went so much better than I thought it was that I
There
was
it
like,
is.
oh,
Dude, you're right there.
I know, man, I was right
And
there.
and that's it. I mean, that's usually a sticking point, right, for people?
Yeah, that's
Right
why I
at
did
that
the
hip
rack
crease.
pulls. Yeah, that's why I did those rack pulls after.
And how heavy were the rack pulls? Same weight?
No, they were like 15 or 25 or something.
It's mental.
Yeah. But I
Look at
also
the
did,
fucking bar, bro. Just ting, 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 ting.
dude, that's a stiff bar too.
It's a stiff bar?
That one right there is, yeah. That's a deadlift bar. But I do the rack pulls on the stiff bar though, I think they're a little tougher that way. So
It's no joke, bro. I mean, that's some heavy weight.
yeah, I think I get it in the right setting. But you know what the thing is, dude, 765 is was it 9 plates? Is 9?
Yeah.
No, 8 plates. 8 plates?
8 sandwiches.
Yeah, whatever. So it's just
Yeah.
like maybe I should just go for that instead.
Right.
You know?
Oh, man. I mean, fuck it.
Yeah.
You probably, I like you said, or like we were saying, that competition spikes you up just the right way. It could also fuck you up, I guess. It also can do the other. It used to do that to me really bad when I played high school basketball.
Yeah, we talked about that.
It would fuck me up. But now I don't know. For some reason, maybe it's because I'm older and I don't give a shit as much.
Yeah, your mental maturity and stuff. I think that like I've been thinking about, recently trying to just like the next like 4 years really kind of peak out my strength potential.
Yeah.
And then after that, and hopefully not hurt myself. And then once I hit 40, like really not trip about it so much more.
Yeah.
Maybe lose a little bit of weight. Yeah, this is nuts though.
I mean, these girls are just, I mean,
Yeah,
there's Mason in a few years.
bro.
What a photo, dude. Is she bleeding out of her ears too? No. I was like, bleeding out of your ears, that's probably not good.
Yeah.
Old Dan Bailey liked it too. I mean, just jacked, bro.
Absolutely. It's insane.
See, and that's coming from somebody like you that's, about to touch 800 pounds, in a deadlift. You're not far off, even though it is far off once you get in those upper tiers, cracking that code.
But what was that lift? I think that was
I don't know.
something.
Yeah, I wish it fucking said, man. It doesn't say.
Yeah.
Are you're gonna obviously keep up with the running though, right? Like you
Yeah,
said, you're
yeah,
going to try to
definitely,
peak
definitely.
performance for the next few years to what? Are you setting like goals and shit?
If I could deadlift 800 pounds, that would be pretty sweet. But I don't want to sacrifice health for it, right?
Yeah.
So, and by that I mean like, um,
You don't want to be like me, a robot.
yeah, like I don't want to break myself, and then I still want to maintain good like cardiovascular fitness as well, right?
Yep.
So, and obviously, like right now, priority is to be able to do my job well, and that involves running 3 to 5 miles at a 7:30 pace or so,
Yep.
and I want to keep up with that, but I've definitely laid off a lot of the CrossFit in the past like year or so. Um,
No
and
snatches and bullshit.
what's that?
No snatches, no overhead
No,
squats.
and it's like part of me, I look at the Open this year and I'm like, man, I could have done pretty well with those movements,
Mm-hmm.
But I also know that if I did it, then I'm gonna fucking go full send.
Yeah.
And I would have tried to do a thruster, easily at least a 315-pound thruster, if
Mm-hmm.
not more. Like and on those wall walks, like I'm not like making excuses or anything, but I know that I would have gone full send, and that I probably wouldn't sleep as well at night because I would
Yeah.
have been in a lot of pain. And
Right.
at the end of the day, I think best case scenario, I would maybe like make it to the games at what's it called? The age
Masters?
group. Yeah,
Yeah.
Masters. I think that's the absolute best case scenario that I would make it to the games as a Masters athlete.
How
But
old
I
are you
don't
now?
think I'm 36 now.
Oh, so
But
yeah, you'd be in the 35.
yeah, but I don't think that that's going to be like life-changing money,
No.
but it could be life-changing injury,
That's true.
and that's kind of how I look at it. It's like, oddly enough, me deadlifting seven or not even getting it, but I pulled 750 most of the way off the floor, and I felt fine that day.
Right.
I stayed in a good position. My
And
fucking back
that's a lot
felt
of CNS action
Yeah,
going on there.
yeah, but like my back felt fine. Like I didn't have that weird like impingement that I used to get doing ollie lifting. But like if I went and did like full snatches at maybe I could work up to like 185 right now or something like that. Full snatch and did like a weightlifting workout,
Yeah.
then I would feel like fucking shit that night, man. And like my sacrum and everything would just be all jacked up, and I would be tight in weird places, and it's just like, man, I don't get me wrong, I would absolutely love to make the CrossFit Games even as a master, but
Yeah.
I'd also love to deadlift 800 pounds. So
Yeah, and dude, I feel you because I mean I kind of got the itch this year, and the good thing about me doing the Open this year was actually testing myself
Mhm.
and really seeing for myself like, okay, where are you?
Yeah.
What could I have done better just to crack the Open? Let's say and forget about even making the games. And I'm able to like kind of look back because if you don't have something to go for, sometimes you train all year and you're just training and training and training,
Yeah.
and sometimes you're going hard as a motherfucker, and then other times you're like, I'm just chilling, this is fun, I'm just getting a pump, it's good, right?
Are you able to see where you are in your age group?
Yeah, I haven't put in. I'm gonna redo 23.3 tomorrow,
Okay.
but without that score in, I was at like 1600 something.
How many people were 40 to 45?
Dude, that's a great fucking question because
Yeah.
I never really looked. For people that are everyone's just watching. I don't even have it up on the thing yet. But if you are just listening, when you are just listening, I'm trying to log into my fucking CrossFit account, but I can't remember the stupid password on my computer.
Yeah, I think that for you, it's good. It gives you kind of that little extra push, to work out, right? But I think kind of where we're at right now, like if is stay healthy enough to be able to do the things that you love for as long as possible.
Yeah.
You know, like that's
And
a
if you
fucking
and you
win.
and we love working out.
Yeah, exactly, and that's a fucking win, man. Like I, I'm 36. I can't tell you how many most people, and you're 41.
Yeah, 41.
Like, and you broke your back, right? Most people your age or my age wouldn't be able to do the things that we can. And I don't mean like lift up this much weight, but it's just like, hey, Paul, you want to go hike up fucking Mount McKinley
Exactly.
or something like that. And it's just like, or do like a cool adventure like that. It's like, just being physically capable to say yes.
Right.
Like that, bro, you can't fucking buy that kind of wealth, man.
Fuck is going on? Sorry about that. You get some rock and roll right there. Yeah, no, I mean it's especially and whatever. I mean, there's plenty of people that have hurt themselves and blah blah blah. But it is nice to be able to go. All right, I'm gonna go in the gym and work out like a normal fucking human being, and I can burn it down to an extent. I'm already toying with the idea. Okay, do I go harder next year and really try harder? Instead of like I tried this year. I followed a good programming. I was doing Mayhem's. Whatever the fuck you call it. I can't remember what it's called. Their master's programming. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I finally logged in. Division women to 40 to 44. Right? Just kidding. Prestige worldwide.
Worldwide.
Investors?
Possibly you.
So right now, without my score, without my 23.3 score. I'm 7,870.
Yeah, that's kind of jack it all up though. Because you got zeros in there.
But I was at like 16 something before.
Yeah. You can't even go off that score.
No. So I mean, I was doing all right.
What did you get on your first two events? Like what places?
Here, hold on a second.
That would give you a better estimate.
I shared this.
Well, that was if you were 16th, then that makes sense.
Like 1,600 something before. Okay. Yeah, man. I'm already toying with the idea. Do I try to pursue it next year and train harder?
If I were you, I would, as my old friend Ben would say, I would listen to your body. And I would. You could still get after it, and like the plan.
Because my body feels good.
Yeah, so the plan is to train harder, quote unquote. But like, bro, it's more important that you could pick up Mia than pick up a barbell.
Exactly.
Like way fucking more important, man. And it's like, and at the end of the day, the only thing you're stroking is your fucking ego. With,
right.
With the open, right?
Yeah.
Like, me or you are not going to become rich men off of CrossFit.
No, it's going to be off this podcast, dude.
Yeah, at least off of performing it. Maybe if you, if this becomes a great podcast, right, or you buy a gym, that's different. But
it is a great podcast right now. Just more people need to listen.
Yeah, dude, I remember in one of Josh's YouTube videos, he had a like his lat pull down had a carabiner on it, and me and him were just talking, and I'm just like literally just like this, just going and talking, right? And I kept hitting it, and the entire fucking comment section is just blown up.
Stop fucking clicking.
It's like, dude, relax, man. Like it was like several minutes of conversation.
People get really in their things. They're a little. I can't take the noise anymore, man.
Oh my God, stop clicking that. I can't even pay attention to what you're saying. Okay.
Speaking of noises, how about that bird I sent you this morning? I thought it was fake. I thought it was a fake fucking bird.
Bro, you're getting old when you start looking up bird signs that calls. I walk the dogs every morning.
I didn't look it up, okay, man? It fucking popped on the feed.
I walk the dogs every morning, and lately with it getting warmer outside, you hear a lot more birds in the morning, so I was like looking up local bird calls, and And there was one last summer,
Caw-caw.
and it was like a really unique noise, and I'd hear it every morning, and I would walk before the sun came up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, what kind of fucking bird is that? And it turns out it's a whippoorwill.
Whippoorwill.
And I'm sure you've heard of a whippoorwill, right?
Sounds familiar.
They make a lot of like their songs.
They make a lot of noises.
They do make a lot of different noises, but most birds do. But the whippoorwills, there a lot of songs and stuff have been written about whippoorwills, and I was like, oh, okay, that's a fucking whippoorwill. And
All right, well,
I'll point it out to you if you ever come here in the morning.
whippoorwill.
Yeah.
Eastern whippoorwill.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And now,
Fucking
like, we've
birds.
got an osprey nest in the field in front of our house.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so they're starting to. They came back. You know, they breed every year, I guess, during the spring because they're starting to build their nest again. And I find a bunch of dead fish, like spines and stuff, out in the well, the dogs find it and they bring it to me. Yeah, bro, I found
Like, here you go, Dad.
jaw.
Here's some bones for you.
I found a coyote jaw, like part of it, on a hike the other day, and ripped the teeth out of it. And they're just like sitting in my dashboard in my truck. And Molly's
man?
like, Molly gets in the truck. She's like, "What is that?" Like, I think it's coyote teeth.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're fucking gross. Why don't you should make a necklace like Predator. Yeah, or Bone Tomahawk.
George found a osprey talon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's in the truck too.
It's just you know what? Maybe when you get done with the nav, you should just be like one of those people that collects fucking shit off the road.
The bone collector.
Yes, but for like
I
weird.
found like four deer skeletons, like probably within a couple 100 meters of the house.
Dude, I think you got an eBay store just waiting to happen right there. Boner.
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's one thing. One thing that's nice about, well, I was telling you earlier how kind of running seasons come to an end with the dogs at least.
Yeah.
Because it's starting to get hot during the day, and I'll still run them in the early morning if it's under 80 degrees, but 2-3 miles tops, and that's getting them in the ocean to cool them off and everything. But I'll still hike and walk with them. And one thing nice about that is you see a lot more when you're not running through the woods.
Oh yeah.
And I keep finding tons of cool shit, man. Like literally, I'll just kind of beeline it to the woods sometimes, and you find all these like old deer skeletons. And I think it used to be a landfill on the north side of base.
Oh really?
You'll see down trees, and
Uh-huh.
the whole root ball is just like full of like old beer cans, like with the pull tabs and just
Whoa.
plastic and a bunch of weird shit, man.
That is super weird.
This base has been around for like 140 years or something.
That's crazy.
And so there's just all kinds of shit. I found an old, okay, I gotta put this down.
Tick, tick.
It's, what a bayonet is?
Yeah.
So it was the piece that went on the rifle that the bayonet went on.
Oh, that's
It's
badass.
like kicking around by the Civil War fort over there.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, all kinds of
So
stuff
weird.
there. Yeah.
So fucking nuts. That's a good base, though. I got good memories from there.
Dude, it's a really nice place to be stationed, and the base housing I'm in right here, yeah, it's old, but it's, you've seen it. It's this cool little neighborhood. I was actually shooting some hoops yesterday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
If anyone that's listening, Mason's top tier NBA, he missed his moment.
Definitely beat you at Pig, though.
You did, you fuck. I think I was hungover. I'm going to go with hungover Paul on that
No,
one.
you're drinking your happy daddy.
Happy Dad. Yeah, you guys should sponsor the fucking podcast. What's going on here? Full send.
Yeah.
Although their poor dude is like fully canceled. I don't even want to say his name. Steve. I don't want to say the rest of it because he got like pulled off of YouTube for not even doing anything really wrong. He was like indirectly.
I wouldn't say that one either.
He was indirectly promoting gambling, right?
Yeah. He just said a few really racist comments. It wasn't that bad.
Oh, I didn't see that.
No, I have no idea. But
Oh, I was like, what? I'm like, no shit.
he didn't say that. If he did, I didn't know about it. I don't know anything about this guy.
No, yeah,
It's
he's
just funny how you were like casually. I don't want to defend him, but I'm going to defend him. I don't want to say his name, but I'll defend him.
Well, because I'm afraid YouTube's gonna be like, oh, they said the Steve name, and we're fucking pulling Pulling old Tasty Brains off the interwebs.
He's the Voldemort of YouTube.
Dude, for real, those guys, the Full Send guys got some weight to push around, and they can't, for some reason, they can't get YouTube to unlock him back onto the fucking internet. He can be a guest, like he's been on Bradley Martin's channel quite a bit, but not like he used to.
You're almost as big as Bradley Martin's channel.
Oh, I thought you meant in size.
Oh no, you're way bigger than that.
Yeah, there we go. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, we're pretty close, man. I mean, this channel's just taken off
to the moon,
dude. Next week is, I mean, for anyone that's listening, probably it's Sunday, so people are like, I'm not listening to some fucking podcast right now. But DJ EFN comes on next week. That'll be that should be a party. He is the co-host of Drink Champs, okay. And I'm super excited to have him on. He's
just gonna drop a beat for an hour and a half.
No, you got a YouTube. Just do a quick Google YouTube of Drink Champs, and bro, you name it, they've fucking had. You name the guests, they've had them on there.
Dude, did I send you that video of the guy like DJing with his turntables, and he's like, and it's like a handheld turntable, and he's scratching it, and then he takes his kid's head.
Yeah, I sent you that. Oh, I sent you that fucking. Fucking people, man.
My God, that was hilarious. It reminded me of like, you know, when you like rub your head on a balloon.
Just.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Dude, Instagram sucks you in worse than YouTube.
Oh my God.
I've learned.
You know, I was like the other day, my weekends pretty much are me, you know, I get up,
drink some Jack Daniels.
Yeah, brush my teeth with it. Yeah, and no, I just like I work out once. I do the sauna. I do some chores around the house, and then I work out again. And, you know, and I eat, and that's about it. Like that's what my weekends are, and I'm cool with it. You know, because I just hang out with my dogs and work out basically by myself. But and I was proud of myself because I'm like, you know, Molly, I didn't even watch any TV today. I like occupied myself the whole time, especially last weekend because I wrote this workout program for this guy. But
I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah, but then I'm like, you know what? I probably still spent like probably a couple hours just like watching YouTube or some bullshit.
Easily, YouTube, Instagram, because that's like watching TV now.
Yeah,
TV's on the outs.
Yeah. But it's 11 now, and I've stayed pretty engaged all day. I forgot to turn my sauna on. I was going to get in that after this, but I got to start stretching out, though. My fucking IT bands are just like, they're waking me up.
Flaring up. Ooh,
tight, they're waking me up at night, man. They're just, and I know that I could probably take care of it just through stretching, too. But that preventative maintenance, man, you know?
Foam roll, dog.
Yeah.
Go get some donuts.
Some donuts?
Donuts help with inflammation.
Oh, I don't think they do.
Oh, dude. Bro, I'm so less inflamed the more donuts I eat. Because I'm softer.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, they just make you nice and supple.
People don't get it. People don't fucking get it. Did you see Ant-Man yet? I like to finish our things with Marvel.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I was going to bring that up too. No. My buddy gave me a rundown, and I've like tried to watch all the spoilers.
I haven't seen it yet either. So,
dude, how fucking dumb did MODOK look?
I don't. When you have that much fucking money in a company, right? They could make anything they want happen on a screen, and they can make it look just perfect, right? And then they decide to take someone's face. Like if you told me tomorrow, hey, Paul, film a scene for a movie, and we're gonna put it on. It's going to be syndicated worldwide. Yeah. I'd probably do just as good as that.
You know what I bet? So have you ever seen the show VHS Artists React on YouTube?
I think so. Yeah. Oh, yeah,
you should really fall down a rabbit hole.
That is a great show.
You should try to contact those guys. Maybe they'd want to come on. They're pretty interesting. But I bet you they're going to do – because what they'll do is they'll take a movie and be like, we're going to try to make it better than they did. A lot of
right.
movies. But I almost guarantee that they're gonna like hyper analyze the MODOK and be like, and they'll explain to you why they made it the way they did, you know.
I don't know why they didn't just if they got worried about the way the face looks, why didn't they just put the
It looks so bad.
keep the mask on? You know how he wears that like shield face deal thing?
He had like but he also had hair though too, I think, and it wasn't like an actual human's face.
No, it was like I'm wearing my face.
Which they tried to
Yeah.
do a little bit of, but it just was fucking weird, man. Like it was like it looked like they just literally like put a green screen on it, and then like it was like one of those like those like House of Mirrors that at a carnival, and some of them stretch you out.
Exactly.
Like they just took that and they're like, okay, we're gonna go with that. God, it looks like shit, man. And it's like they tried to.
And for how good everything else looks. You know that.
Yeah, but I feel like when you try to use a human, that's what makes it look even less believable. You know what I mean? Like versus if they had just animated a completely alien face on there.
I got you. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was so fucking weird.
That's what they should have done. Because they used the dude from the first Ant-Man, the yellow jacket guy.
Yeah, and they fucked that up.
My God.
I mean, that dude's not even. You know how they do the all the B-roll shit before the movie comes out? They're fucking at every late night show. That dude wasn't even with them. He's like, I don't even want to be affiliated with my MODOK fucking dog shit face that you guys did because I've already seen the movie and no one likes it. Because that Disney does all the pre-screening shit even before the reviewers on YouTube get to see it. Yeah. So that they've gotten little case studies of people. I'm sure they go, everything was great. Jonathan Majors is outstanding as Kang. What the fuck were you guys thinking with MODOK? You might want to put that back in the can, delete those scenes, never show them.
You see that people walked out of the Aquaman 2 screening?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's one of those movies where you're like, why the fuck are you even making it?
Yeah, well, I mean, especially now.
Well, it was made before Gunn canceled everything.
Oh, yeah.
But
okay.
Still, it's like,
God damn it.
Okay, they introduced Aquaman in Justice League, and then they progressed his story, so now he's like the king of Atlantis. But like, other than that, nobody cares. Like
it's Jason Momoa.
It's like this Fury of the Gods one. Nobody cares.
Nobody fucking cares.
I guess
nobody wants to see Helen Mirren. And no offense, very pretty for your age, young lady, but can we? There are so many more fucking women that you could have chosen, and or other women villains you might want to pick instead of just.
You know what? I don't want to fucking see, and because none of it is gonna matter anyway now, right? But like, it was the same thing with the Wonder Woman. It's like you're doing all these one-offs that have nothing to do. It's like there's no core storyline to the DCEU.
No.
There was nothing, and it's like
all supposed to change now.
And they've all got these little one-offs that have nothing to do with it that you don't even need to watch, and they all suck.
Yeah, I think what they're preying on is hoping that people are just going to go because Aquaman, people are going to go because Jason Momoa, right? They're just going to go see it. But
I'm not interested in it.
I'm not either. I like the first one. The first one was good.
The first one was good, but the first one actually had a decent story, right?
Yeah.
And that story was him,
versus the brother.
Versus the brother,
and you had Mana. You had Black Mana.
Like coming to age and everything, but like it's like nobody even reads the fucking Aquaman comics. He's a character. He's a forgettable character that nobody. He's like the butt of everyone's jokes.
Is he more forgettable than Namor?
Well,
Namor's same.
Namor's like a villain, right? And Namor's supposed to be a mutant as well. So
yeah.
I feel like that character is a little bit less of a joke, right?
Right.
But after it's like you check off Black Manta, you check off Orm, and then Aquaman's got nothing. He doesn't have this like rogues gallery like Batman that you're waiting for them to go and fight. It's like, okay, now he can just be part of the group again, right?
Yeah.
And nobody else cares. Like even Wonder Woman, the last Wonder Woman, they like
That blows.
the like Cheetah and this. God, that movie was awful.
Fucking awful.
I
And
wish
Pedro
that I could be.
Pascal's a beast actor.
I wish that I could be the wishing thing.
What the
Hey, I
fuck?
started Last of Us though.
Dude, epic. I
Saw
love it.
the two episodes in.
Oh man. I love it. I think, and it's funny because did you watch Uncharted, the movie?
No.
Another dog shit, rendition of, hey, we got this amazing video game. I never played it, but it looked pretty like a cool video game. They could have easily copied a kind of an Indiana Jones-esque and then just updated it to Uncharted. No, they decided to do some bullshit. The movie was one of those movies you'd start watching and then you just kind of go do something else. You're like, all right, I'm going to go over here and stare at books. Yeah, way worse than Airplane movie. Not even worth your brain matter.
I saw Monster Hunters on the airplane with.
Oh, I haven't seen that. It's not good. Nah, I'm sure it's not.
It's so bad.
It might be better than Uncharted, though.
Bro, you see the preview to it, and you're like, oh, okay, I know how this is going to go. And it doesn't go like that, and it's even worse.
Oh, damn.
But I think that the reason that Last of Us could also work really well is, I was talking to Waylon about this yesterday, and I'm like, I bet you the average game takes between 8 to 12 hours to beat, right? To play through it.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And so it would make a lot more sense that doing a season of a game
Than a movie
would do a lot better because there's a lot of content in it, and most video game movies suck, right?
That's kind of what I was saying about Uncharted. I mean, the movie sucks, and every single time, even Mortal Kombat, they fuck that away. It's like, bro, it's Mortal Kombat.
Well, they fucked away Assassin's Creed too, right?
Oh, that was miserable.
Yeah,
but what a show that could have been.
And I'm not a big gamer at all anymore, but I feel like most of the Assassin's Creed games probably have a pretty good story throughout that game, right?
I played the first one and I got sucked in hard on the first one, and it was phenomenal.
So if they just made that into a season, there's so much. Then there's a lot of content, a lot more character development that they could use. And this movie, though, or this show, The Last of Us, I do like it so far. I mean, there's always going to be those like kind of like, wait, but what, with the dude, right in the first episode when they're talking about the funguses taking over, right?
Yeah,
back in the 60s. And they're like, yeah, I think it's going to be a fungus that takes over the human race. And they're like, oh, what do you mean? And like, well, they already take over bugs. And if the world gets warmer, then they can take over people. And then and then what? And they're like, and then it's going to be it for all of us.
We're in the end game now.
And I wanted like, why didn't somebody go like, well, how come all the ants aren't dead then?
I didn't think about that.
So
fuck.
Don't you think it'd be more likely that like it would like infect like a substantial amount of people, but then not everyone?
Everybody
with bugs. Now?
Yeah, can it not infect ants, or ants just fucking too small or strong or something?
So that's the thing. Like there are already funguses like that infect bugs.
The cordyceps mushroom.
Yeah. Like right now, right?
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of like parasitic species like that will grow inside an insect, and it'll push the insect to go and like climb up a tree, and then it stays there, and then the fucking thing grows off of it, and spores come out. So a lot like the movie, but this is I'm only the second episode in, but they're alluding to like a hive mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
These.
Second episode, they see the clickers, right? The ones they can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see them in the town where they're all fucking laying there.
Yeah.
And then the bomb goes off, and then they're like, "Oh, hello."
Yeah. But also, it's like the one girl that's like got the cure in her or whatever.
Yeah. Little Bear.
Like. It's a weird way that they decide to get her across country, because there's obviously like a government structure in Boston, right?
Yeah.
And so I feel like if the
Fireflies.
fireflies were just like, hey, we want to meet up with a Boston leader, you know, and they made it up and like, hey, just so you know, don't kill this girl. She's been alive for 2 weeks now. She's not getting any more affected. She's not infecting anybody else, and like, and we think that we should get her to this lab. You know,
Wuhan.
what are they just like? Oh no, kill her. You know, it's like the people with
True.
the most amount of infrastructure you didn't even bother to talk to. Instead, you're just like, yeah, we're just gonna take a couple people and kick her across country. You
Yeah,
know?
but if they gave her to the fucking or even told the government that, they'd have more heat on them, you know. So
Yeah, but why wouldn't the government try to cure it as well?
yeah, but then they'd hold it over they'd use that as a power move, you know, because they were already fucking making people eat basically nothing, you know, in a time when shit was already fucked up. You know, they were doing the whole government control deal, and then you have the simpletons like us, you know, let's do it for the people. Yeah, rebellion.
Yeah. It just seems like they could have got her across there. But whatever. I'm only 2 episodes in. It seems really good so far.
Wait till you see the bloater.
The bloaters.
Dude, that you're going to be like, what the fuck? And there's I think it's episode 3. Yeah, end of episode 3, you get to finally see what a bloater is. This is common knowledge to people that have played the game. I had to look it up because there's like stages these mushrooms go through, you know?
I saw some stuff on Instagram, yeah.
And when you see the bloater for the first time, they just do exactly what you want all movies to do, is do what they do that's already been done in the fucking video game. You know, or the comic book. You know? It's like don't try to make it okay for the normie to understand. Stop treating people like they're fucking stupid and they can't grasp a story and be like, oh, this guy can rip someone's head off. Okay, it makes sense, you know?
Episode 3 got a lot of hate from kind of the red pills for, what's his name being gay, right?
Who gay? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Is that episode? Oh, so episode 4 I'm talking about then with the bloater. Yeah, they make you wait a little bit.
Ron Swanson or whatever.
Yeah. I didn't even see that fucking coming because I know who he is, and you'll see it. You already know, but as you're watching, you go, oh, he's just like doomsday prepper, blah blah blah, and this other dude shows up, and you're like, oh, maybe he's just misses a friend. He wants a friend, and then it turns into this like thing, and you kind of go, oh, did not see that coming at all. Shit. And what a shit existence you guys are living right now. Not because you're gay, but because of the world, you know, and the state it's in. But yeah, they're fucking HBO, bro. They're crushing it. All they need to do, you know, DC, you know, if James Gunn gets a grasp. Flashpoint doesn't look horrible.
No, I've got a lot of
with old Ezra.
I got a lot of hope for that. The Flashpoint Paradox comic's really fucking cool, and the animated version they did was really cool too.
It seems like they're gonna try to get close to that. Supergirl looks fantastic.
Hey, I think that'll be cool. But so you know that DC's like $1 billion in debt, right? And they actually just sold some rights to Netflix.
Yeah, right. So it's gonna
now people are saying that Snyderverse might be able to finish out on Netflix.
I know, man. That would be. I think I was watching that dude we watch, Emergency Awesome, and he was saying that that they're gonna wait to see how. No, they're gonna wait to see how Rebel Moon goes on Netflix.
What is Rebel Moon?
That's that shit I was telling you about a few days ago or a few episodes ago. It's basically his pitch that he pitched to George Lucas and Lucasfilm about Star Wars, you know, before they started doing Force Awakens and all that shit, because they were like, okay, what are we going to do for our next trilogy? And they were, you know, fielding offers from different directors and writers. And, you know, Zack Snyder rolls in. He goes, hey, I got this idea, a darker, you know, we're going to try to make this kind of a rated R Star Wars instead of the usual bullshit you guys are used to seeing. And they were basically like, ho hum, no, we're going to actually just remake what we already did and, you know, kind of rebrand it. And, let that fade off. So Zack Snyder goes, okay, fuck it. I guess I'm just going to throw this in the can and wait. And he basically took out Jedi and Force and all these things and created his own kind of universe. So he's been working on...
But DC owns that?
No, I think that's a straight up Zack Snyder only kind of thing.
I had heard that they were gonna put, like, DC had already sold some of its properties to Netflix.
Okay.
And they're already gonna do a show on Netflix that was like exclusively like leased out to them from Oh, okay. Yeah, this does look cool. Oh yeah, it looks sick.
I mean, it's fucking Zack Snyder, bro. He's the fucking man when it comes to all of this shit. I mean, I know, I'm sure he's got his own shit movies that he's made. I can't really think of any. But like all the zombie ones he's been doing, Army of the Dead or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Those are great, and great idea to make them, spoiler alert, possibly alien zombies,
Yeah.
But yeah, this is very like, just like Star Wars, western-y, but in space.
Yeah.
Multiple fractions of galaxies going after each other. And I think there's like some girl, and she's got some special power that everyone, wants. Kind of like, Luke Skywalker, he's the one.
Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin, sorry, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Shut up, Paul. Fuck up, Paul. But it looks good. So I think they're gonna wait and see if that turns out to be money, which it's 100% gonna be. And then I think they just say, "Here's the black Amex. Get whoever you want and finish him." But then you also got to think, where does it go? Does he go into the doomsday world of, we actually have Darkseid, Joker, evil Batman, evil Superman, and are they in the end of days, kind of scenario?
I think that could. So what happened at the end of
Manhunter? Martian Manhunter visits the real ending, because there's the dream, right? The dream that Batman has is the evil Superman dream with Joker and everything, and then his actual life, Martian Manhunter shows up, and he's like, "Yo, there's a worse thing than Darkseid, which is Brainiac." Which is what I think he's alluding to, is that Brainiac's coming to Earth, But that Martian Manhunter scene was supposed to be Green Lantern in the OG.
Yeah.
We're fucking nerds, bro, that we even know this bullshit. And
I think they're gonna make it like a 6-part fucking if they did it, which would be awesome, like a series.
Oh, that would be nuts.
It should just be a doomsday war. Like, as far as like the whole Darkseid took over the Earth thing.
Yeah.
Because Lois died. I think that's all gonna just be like dream stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna go full send into that. That's basically like, hey man, if we don't work this together, then if we lose Superman, then we're fucked.
Super fucked. Super fucked.
Yeah.
I like it that they brought our boy back. What's his name from Superman 1 with Henry Cavill? The main bad guy. What the fuck is his name?
Zod?
Yeah, I'm happy they brought Zod back.
Bro, he fucking killed that role.
Yeah. What's his name?
Good in that movie. Not
Michael Strahan.
Michael Strahan. It's not Michael Cera either. It's
no, that guy's fucking long gone.
What is his name? That's annoying, bro. He killed it in that that first one there.
Michael, fuck is his name? Oh man, it gave me Michael Shannon.
Yeah, Michael Shannon. Did you ever see him reading the college girl?
Amazing, dude. So God. Fucking good. He's awesome, bro. He's always good, except for in which is actually a pretty good movie, was Bullet Train with Brad Pitt.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh, pretty fucking funny. But Michael Shannon was too weird in that. He plays like the Russian bad guy in it, and he just wasn't doing a good Russian for him. They should have just had him being like an American crime boss. He would have been way funnier.
Okay.
But that reading the fucking the sorority, reading the sorority thing from Mad TV or whatever that was on.
Yeah.
So fucking good, dude.
I thought that it was like a real letter or something. And like he just did a dramatic reenactment of this girl.
You ever play some stuff for some people? I played that for some people one time, and they kind of all were looking at me like, "What? What is this?"
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, I'll turn it off. Fuck me.
Yeah, like people with shitty senses of humor. Like,
You're just over there cracking up, and people are like, "Yeah, I don't think so, man." All right, well, I'll fucking go fuck myself.
Yeah, you fucking suck.
This party blows. I'm out.
Yeah, right.
Well, amigo.
Yeah.
Enjoy your Sunday. Thank you, Ryan, for leaving a comment. That's always nice. I think Ryan's from my Twitter Spaces.
Oh yeah.
And we'll be back again soon. I got Dallas Card Show this upcoming weekend, so
Making that money.
I'm gonna be busy. And
$18. What did you call it?
$2, $18. What are you talking about?
What you made off the first sale or whatever?
$4, man. $4 first sale. $4. Now we're making $10.
Fucking paying the mortgage, dude.
Trying.
Yeah.
Trying. Mason, thanks again. Everyone give him a follow. Here's his little @ on Instagram. He used to have like 10 million followers on Instagram. Then Instagram got hacked, and now he's slowly building that 10 million followers back up.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about it anymore.
It'll happen. Organically is what they say.
Dude,
Do you still get people like DMing you for fitness shit? Like, hey, we want to sponsor you, blah, blah, blah. Like real ones, not... I get fake ones all the time.
I get a lot of fake ones. But I still get people asking questions about just advice. And,
yeah.
You know, pretty much why I give it out. And then
how do you deadlift 800 pounds? Just pick it up.
Disregard your back and thumbs.
But yeah, everybody, thanks for listening, or when you do listen, appreciate it. Follow me, Instagram, Tasty Brains Podcast, Twitter at Pauly Donuts, Mason Flynn, IG at MASNFLYN, missing O, missing N, missing on, not off. And everybody enjoy your Sunday. Happy New Year. Peace. All right, mates, I'll see you, bro.
Later.
Later.